I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. I think one of the things that we would like to see is some accountability when it comes to the mainstream media. And we know there definitely needs to be some accountability for both the media, especially involving Kyle Rittenhouse, as we know the kid went up there to bravely, in a true American way, try to defend Kenosha as it was burning to the ground. Now, a lot of people said, you heard, oh, he came in from out of state, when in fact, he actually went to Kenosha almost daily. He had family in Kenosha, and he's in one of these places where literally Kenosha is right across the state line from where his immediate residence is. Okay? So going to Kenosha for him was a daily occurrence, like me running down the road 8 miles to the store. He crosses state lines. It is what it is. For all intents and purposes, Kyle Rittenhouse lived in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Of course, we watched all kinds of personal property be burnt to the ground. There wasn't a lot of police action there because you're talking about at a Democratic state. And, of course, Black Lives Matter burnt the city to the ground over a criminal, Jacob Blake. And there were all kinds of false narratives written about Kyle Rittenhouse. White supremacist, oh, he took a picture with the Proud Boys. Well, that's another false narrative because the Proud Boys is not a white supremacist group. But the media will never let you, you're not supposed to come out and say that. I mean, one of their tenets is literally anti-racism. They're not pro-racism at all. But you're not supposed to know that. You're not supposed to know that at all. Joe Biden used Kyle Rittenhouse in a white supremacist commercial that lumped Trump supporters in with white supremacists. That is what we are fighting against on this channel and across this country right now. Well, Kyle Rittenhouse was on with Candace Owens, and he made some comments. We've heard in the past he plans on holding the media accountable, and I think that's exactly what he is going to do. This is the post-millennial. Kyle Rittenhouse has been rebuilding his outlook on life since a jury found him innocent on shooting charges last year over an August 2020 riot. The acquitted teenager told Daily Wire host Candace Owens during a sit-down interview he's back at Arizona State University after a cancellation effort against him that led Rittenhouse to clear things up with the directors there. Quote, I deserve an education. Correct. I'm able to get that education and hopefully pursue a career in law. Bravo. Rittenhouse told Owens in a Tuesday episode of Candace. Rittenhouse has acknowledged in the past that President Joe Biden incorrectly labeled him as a white supremacist during his presidential campaign. There's going to be some accountability, Candace. That is a direct quote from Kyle. The teenager found himself in the national spotlight during the 2020 riots after the death of Jacob Blake rocked Kenosha, Wisconsin. A turbulent night of unrest in August led to an altercation where Kyle was videotaped shooting 2 rioters dead and injuring a third in a case that was ultimately deemed self-defense. There were videos everywhere, including some here on YouTube that I believe that now have been taken down. It was absolutely self-defense, and it was proven so in a court of law. Never should have went to trial. Never should have been charged. Never. Rittenhouse was exonerated of all charges against him in a highly publicized November 2021 murder trial over the shooting deaths. Quote, I noticed all these false media narratives coming out calling me a white supremacist, a vigilante, and those just aren't true. It's absolutely crazy because this case had nothing to do with race. It had to do with the right to self-defense. Rittenhouse is quoted as saying the Daily Wire reported. During the interview, Rittenhouse reiterated to Owens that his life was normal before that fateful night in August 2020 during the consecutive riots where he was forced to take up arms to defend himself against a pursuing mob. I was a lifeguard, a swim instructor. I was a firefighter, EMT cadet, and a police explorer. So I wanted to help people before all of this. I still want to help people, Rittenhouse told Owens, according to the Daily Wire. These were the issues of the high-profile case that prosecutors tried to discredit during Rittenhouse's trial. It was a dressing down that even questioned the defendant's video game habits and tried to make a link from that. Come on, everybody and their mama plays Call of Duty, for crying out loud. Rittenhouse was recently maligned in a book by Kara Cooney, who openly admitted, I did a video on this, that it was inaccurate. It said he actually killed 2 black men. That is what we are dealing with. Blatant and out lies. Now, 19-year-old was a recent headliner at Turning Point USA's America Fest conference. Okay, so Kyle's got every right to sue the living pants off of these people. Hold them accountable. Okay, hold them accountable for spreading blatant lies about you, including holding President Joe Biden. Ooh, you will almost never hear me call that guy president. In fact, I really say that in error just now. I retract that statement. By holding Joe Biden accountable for the fact that he put him in that campaign ad. Yes, sue Joe Biden. That is a powerful statement. The fact is, he will lose. Okay, we were talking about defamation suits yesterday. It has to be proven that before said incidents happened, you were a good person. Kyle Rittenhouse was a good person, and there is absolutely a case where his character was here, and after the media assault in the public perception, his outlook in public perception went down like this. Okay, so that is clear defamation. Absolutely clear defamation, slander, whatever you want to call it. He's got a case. For sure, he has got a case. I would love to see him hold these people accountable. They need to be held accountable. So I hope he is exploring it to the fullest extent of the law. He deserves to get his name pulled out of the mud. That includes CNN, MSDNC, all of them. Nail them, Kyle. Tell me what you think. Black and White Network fans, peace. I'm out till next time.